This episode of YOGAmazing is brought to you by NoNo, the at-home hair removal system. Well, what is a NoNo? Well, it's a handheld, do-it-yourself, at-home hair removal product. It's small and it's no bigger than a TV remote. It's cordless and rechargeable. Well, how do you use a NoNo, Chaz? Glad you asked. It's easy, and you hold it over the area and you guide it in the areas you want the hair removed. It's painless, convenient, and safe. And NoNo is for both men and women and can be used anywhere, including arms, face, legs, bikini line, chest back, and even this area on the back of your neck. The NoNo hair removal system gives you no hair with no pain. NoNo delivers a gentle pulse of heat over the skin, crystallizes and removes that hair for hair removal that lasts for weeks. So to find out more about NoNo and how to get it pain-free, go to nonochaz.com. After class. Welcome everyone to this edition of the YOGAmazing video podcast. My name is Chaz and I am your host, and welcome back. Let's get into this week's class. This comes in from Jamie from New Zealand. Jamie says, I feel like I know you personally after all these podcasts. Well, you do, Jamie. I'm Chaz. You're Jamie. There you go. So we don't know each other. Jamie says, my partner is expecting our first child, and I was wondering if you could do a yoga session for pregnant women. I want to practice it myself so that I can help her relax and suggest different poses to keep her posture strong. Jamie, great idea, because during pregnancy, the female body goes through a lot of changes, and it's tough, very tough. So we're going to do a series of asanas that are very beneficial during the pregnancy and also for childbearing. It's going to help you there as well. And guys, I know, hey, we can't get pregnant, but we can still do the yoga and still get the same benefits. See, that's the cool thing about yoga. We all win. So, Jamie, thank you for this suggestion. And if you have an idea for an upcoming episode, please send it to me, chaz@yogamazing.com. Of course, you can find me on Twitter, and you can also, right there, you can actually go to Facebook, and you can find the YOGAmazing fan page, and you can find my Chaz personal page. Sign up for both if you want. It's up to you. That way you keep in the loop with me and send me ideas and all that stuff. It's a great way to interact, and a lot of people have been finding a lot of new ideas to do for the podcast through those outlets. So please check those out. And also, a lot of people have been asking about some of the past episodes. I've updated the archive at the yogamazing.com website, so please go there, check it out, and you'll see a lot of new episodes that you can download. So remember, as we go through today's class, breathe, relax, and have fun in this very special expecting edition of the YOGAmazing video podcast. From here, bring yourself to sitting in hero pose. So sit here with your bottom on your heels. We're going to go to a child's pose here in a moment. But first, we just want to stay here. So just close your eyes, palms up. Big inhales, big exhales through the nose. We're working on our posture. Keep your breath deep. And if it hurts, like right here on the tops of your feet, right where the ankles are, you can always roll up a blanket and put it right here. That can help you as well. So do whatever you need to do to be comfortable. Make sure you roll the shoulder blades down, deepen the breath again, palms open. And let's just bring it into the Ujjayi breath. That's where you inhale deeply through the nose. Hollow the throat, expand the chest and lungs, and breathe back through the throat, through the nose. A constant fluid movement of breath through the body, the life force. It also becomes our metronome, our timekeeper through the asanas and movement. Stay here and breathe. And then slowly open up your legs, open up your knees, and drop it into a child's pose and stretch it up, forehead to the floor. And again, deepen your breath. And again, your belly will fall through it. But make sure you open up the knees, deepen the breath. Get a nice little hip opener here as well. And then slowly bring it up to your hands and your knees for the cat and the cow pose. Shoulders over the rings of the wrist, knees are hips width apart. And then inhale, look up, shoulder blades down, spread the sits bones. And as you exhale, round, tuck, and squeeze. Inhaling, looking up, shoulder blades down, spread the sits bones. Exhale, round, tuck, and squeeze. And inhale, looking up. And again, exhale, round, tuck, and squeeze. Just go ahead and set your own rhythm. Make it nice and fluid and smooth. Inhaling and exhaling and moving. And then bring it back to the center. And then you're going to sit back on your heels and take it back into a hero pose. I'm going to tuck my little rug up here so I can move into some down dogs. Stay here and breathe, palms up. Slowly release. Let's take it back into a down dog. Let's flatten our palms, spread our fingers, roll the shoulder blades away from each other, deepen the breath. Have the heels behind the feet. Neck should be long, breath should be deep. Just hang out here. And drop to your knees and go to child's pose. And bring it up. Right back into down dog. Again, flatten your palms, spread your fingers, sink it in here, deep in the breath. And then bring the right foot forward, dropping the left knee. Let's bring it into a lunge. Breathe, sink it in here, hang out with it. Shoulder blades down the back, rooting through the hips. Take it back to a down dog. Just let your body open up, deepen the breath. Remember, if your heels don't touch the floor, well, they'll get those sooner or later. And let's bring the left foot forward. Drop it in. Again, breathe it in. Hang out with it. Deepen your breath. From here, bring the right foot forward, and you're just going to be doing a standing forward fold. Just hang here. And bring it up, arms up, hands to the chest. From here, come to the center of your mat. Now we're going to be doing a series of standing asanas that are going to be beneficial for you as well. So remember, as you do this, remember to breathe and just to allow the body to open. You know, you're going through a lot of changes if you are pregnant, and just allow your body to rediscover your yoga practice and to enjoy the process of the pregnancy together. So it's a good thing. So from here, we're going to open it up into a warrior 2 and to warrior 1. We're going to do a few series of poses, taking it from side to side and coming to the middle. So big inhale. And as you exhale, let's take it into a warrior 2. Gaze forward, shoulder blades down. You want to make sure that your chest is to the side, not forward. Warrior 1 is arms forward. Warrior 2, hips and chest are facing to the side. Gaze forward, deepen the breath. From here, take your arm to the leg and take it into a side angle and reach, looking under the arm towards the ceiling, deepen the breath. And bring it up. Rotate. Feet forward, hands to the hips. Standing wide leg spread. Big inhale, lift into the heart. And as you exhale, hinge and go over. front of the legs drawing up, back of the legs rooting to the heels, deepen your breath. Squeeze into the root, the Mula Bandha. And bring it up. Turn the other foot out, arms up, inhaling. And as you exhale, let's take it into a warrior two now on the other side. Open up your stance, reach, shoulder blades down, gaze forward, deepen the breath. Hang out here. Whether you're pregnant or not, breathe through the poses, find your way into the asana, and see where you can go. Arm to the leg, reach with the other, palm down, looking under the arm towards the ceiling, deepen the breath. And bring it up. Rotate again, feet forward, hands to the hips, standing while legs spread again. Big inhale, lift into the heart. And as you exhale, hinge and go back down. Remember, front of the legs drawing up, back of the legs rooting down, spreading the sit bones, dropping from the hips, squeezing into the root, deepening the breath. Up. Good. Now, turn the foot out. Square the hips up now. Warrior one. Hips and chest are forward. So you're going to bring the arms up. Big inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to bend that front knee. You're going to flatten the back foot. Square these hips up. Tuck your bottom under. Reaching through the fingertips. Deepen the breath. Gazing forward. Releasing, coming up, back to the center, hands to the hips, lift into the heart. Exhale, hinging from the hips. Bring it up. Let's rotate to the other side to a warrior one, hips and chest forward. Arms up, big inhale. And as you exhale, bend that front knee over the ankle, reach with the fingertips, tuck your tailbone, your bottom under, reaching, deepening the breath, hang out here. And bring it back to the center, hands to the hips. Big inhale, lift into the heart. And as you exhale, hinge and go down. Then bring it up. And wiggle your feet in. Bring yourself into Tadasana, the mountain pose. Stay here for a few moments. Just breathe and feel your body. Now from here, we're just going to take it down to the floor. You're going to open up your legs in a good stance. Now people ask, how do you get into a squat? Well, you got to stick your bottom way on, especially if you have your belly, because of pregnancy. You're going to have to take it back. You have to squat it back, kind of deep. Stick out your bottom or your bum. And you're going to drop it in. And then you want to get your feet forward. If you have to take your feet out, I understand, depending on where your flexibility is. And you're just going to sit deep into the pose. Push your arms to your legs, legs into your arms. Great pose to do. This is one of the must-do poses for you during your pregnancy because it will help you during the childbearing process. So definitely this is one of the must-do poses for you. All the other poses are beneficial as well. This next sequence of poses are very beneficial because it's going to deal with helping the hips to open. So stay here and breathe. And then slowly release. Get your balance and just lower your bottom to the floor. We'll bring it into Baddha Konasana, the Cobbler pose. Hands around the feet, just to start with. Get your feet, pull them in. Then you're going to take your fingertips behind you. Shoulder blades down. And then you're going to really push your feet together. Drop your knees, lengthen the knees. Stay here and breathe. And then slowly release. Now from here, I'll turn a little bit into a side angle. I want to get a wide spread here. So you're going to open up, actually I'll just stay this way. You want to open up your legs as comfortably wide as you can. Now, a lot of times when people do this, they start rounding, and here I'll turn sideways a little bit, you can see what I'm doing. As people start doing this and they start rounding and slouching, that's not what we want. So if you need to, I want you to put your hands behind you. Let me turn back to the front. Because what you got to do is you need to get up on top of the pubic bone. And once you get up on top of the pubic bone, then you can go forward and go deeper, like so. Especially when you have your belly here during your pregnancy, you can only go so far. So, from here you want to activate the legs, curl the toes back, deepen the breath. And then if you have the ability, you can go a little bit deeper. But remember, you have to be up on top of the pubic bone. I don't want you to round and slouch because that hurts my back when I do it. Nice straight spine, hinging from the hips, deepening the breath. Slowly release. And bring your legs together. Crisscross your legs into Lotus, and this is where we will end the class. Take it into just some deep breathing and relax here. And remember, you can do a lot of these asanas as much as you want. It just gives you a good foundation for what you can do during pregnancy. Again, please talk to your doctor. But do what you can do and enjoy the process, not only of your yoga, but also of this very beautiful time of your pregnancy. So for these next few minutes, let's just take it into a seated meditation in Lotus. Just deepen the breath. Big inhales, big exhales. And just allow these next few moments to be a chance for you to connect with your partner, the baby, your practice, whatever that may be right now. Just take a moment and do that. Take the peace and the strength and share it. Namaste.